Okay. Try using the rope to climb down safely. Good idea. Tie rope to tree. The rope is tied snugly to a tree trunk. Down. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rock, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you. In bed quilt. What the fuck is this? We're in the ground. Hey everyone, we're in the ground. Hi. You are in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they are carrying on their backs and begin setting up. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. Yeah, say something back to her. Say something back. You make an awkward joke. Don't be so morbid! Lula looks pensive. What's the gear they're carrying? Ask Lula about gear. Sure, Donald. We may as well take inventory. I've got the tape machine and the synthesizer parts we borrowed from the School of Music. It's all tuned up to my voice, so we won't have to type so much. Joseph has his slate and the punch cards he's transcribed from the poems we read him. He's got the typewriter and the paper tape reader. And you've got the CRT display. How's your back holding up? Ask her about the cave. Having second thoughts? I don't blame you. It's unsettling down here. Weird acoustics. Earlier, as we were climbing down, I thought I heard voices for a moment, or not voices themselves, but the echoes of voices singing some kind of eerie, tuneless working song. I'm glad I'm not down here alone. Joseph looks uncomfortable. Jealous. Hey, Donald, can you, help me wire up these generators? I'll assemble the synthesizer, but I could use some help with the serial interface if you have time. You hear an unfamiliar echo from the tunnel to the east. Yeah. Help Lula. Thanks, Donald. I can never remember which color lead goes to which pin. Lula begins unpacking a box of wire and terminals. Do you think there are paintings down here? Cave paintings, I mean. Maybe old pottery shards from when the world was young and early man and women huddled in these caves to, Do you know, I think cultural fossils are the saddest fossils. Sadder than animal remains, I mean. We might come across a petrified mollusk or a partial dinosaur footprint, and we say, there was a point of contact here, where a body touched the earth, and maybe there's a little bit of evidential garbage. But the life who owned that body never cared and has moved on anyway. And that's the end of it. But suppose I shine my lantern on one of these walls, and I see a crude painting, thousands of years old. 2 men and a woman. Charcoal and blood on rock. Someone put that there to keep something on the rock after she passed. A hope, a relationship, or a moment. A worry, maybe. A regret. She made a painting to keep something alive for her, but like that dead mollusk and that itinerant dinosaur, she had to move on. Whatever it was is gone, and now we're looking at this painting, this dangling copy with no original. You are interrupted by the ominous echo of a grating, scraping sound from the east, louder than before. Wonder if my computer voice is irritating. It might be. I'm sorry. What the hell was that? Let's check it out. Good idea, Lula. Let's check out the ominous sound coming from inside of a deep, dark hole. Where are we now? In tunnels. This is so weird. This game has taken a lot of weird twists and turns, especially in this act. You rush down the tunnel with Joseph and Lula close behind. Yeah, that did get kind of intense back there. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah. The tunnel narrows, and soon you find yourself crawling on your hands and knees. Navigating the tunnel gradually becomes more awkward as smooth rock gives way to jagged, crystalline surfaces. Scratches and taps echo from the end of the tunnel, some short and piercing, some slower and groaning as if dampened by water. The tunnel opens into a large room. In Crystal Room. Is this where they keep the crystal skull? What? Whoa. You are in a large irregular chamber. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered with crystalline projections. Strangers are here, scraping black mold from the crystals. They look up when you enter. One of them seems about to speak. Finally! Yeah, let's hear it. The stranger reaches for a box he's carrying and presses a plastic button. The box whirs to life and a crackly voice blurts something unintelligible, then slows to a deep gurgle. He looks at his companions momentarily in confused disappointment. Then he returns his awful gaze to you. Joseph flees through a tunnel to the north. Lula flees through a tunnel to the northeast. Well, we've been staying with Lula, so let's keep going. Run north. Lula's headlamp scans across the northern passage as you run. Soft shadows loom perplexingly from floor to ceiling. You feel around to distinguish shadows from crystals, but eventually find yourself cornered. You have hit a dead end. Who are they? Comfort her. Comfort Lua. You reassure Lua that the strangers are harmless. Are you sure? Maybe you're right. It sounds like they've gone back to work. Alright, let's try to pass them quickly now. Don't make eye contact. We'll find our way back to the equipment. In bed quilt. Alright, we're back to bed quilt. You are in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Lula is here, panting for breath. Did they follow us? Where's Joseph? Yeah, let's search for him. I just realized my computer voice and my Junebug voice are very similar as well. I'm not good at voices. I only understand you as far as wanting to search. We have to be more specific. Yes? Search tunnel. You select a tunnel at random. Your lantern illuminates several sets of footprints on the moldy cave floor, but they are impossible to identify. With the equipment? Search equipment. The various computers and audio equipment cast angular shadows into the tunnels as you scan slowly across the pile. Nothing. Joseph climbs down the rope, still tied above. That damn sound! Those damn voices! I don't even know what direction I was running. I wove through that network of tunnels. I ran my hand across the wall, always turning left, but every turn and every rock felt the same. For all I knew, I was running in circles. Finally, I ended up here. And I panicked. I heard you talking, but I didn't think I could trust my senses. But listen, there's one thing I have to tell you. While I was out there lost in the tunnels and caves, I came across the Zero, and I had no idea. It's like a real place. They pick up garbage, they deliver mail, they go to work at the church, but it has an awful kind of emptiness. Wandering through, I heard horrible echoes. Weird images got burned in my mind's eye. Television, a scarecrow, a crystal, a feather, a sandwich, a CRT monitor, a bottle, an anchor. Lula looks down at her feet. Yeah, what? Yeah, those are both good. What's up, Lula? Ask Lula, what is up? What's up, girl? Nothing. Just... Joseph, you sound... disturbed. Lula, you've heard the same damn stories I have. It doesn't matter now, damn it. I'm leaving. The hell with all of it. Yeah. Yes. You shout something at Joseph about the project you are working on together? You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. Yes. Suggest finding a hiding spot. You shout something at Joseph about going deeper into the caves. Did you hear their voices? They're not. They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop. Your stupid fight is ringing throughout the whole damned cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. But I'm not going to go back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon. And I'm heading down to Zero. Yeah. Get Lula's attention. You plead with Lula about your continued collaboration. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damned machine does with it. Lula and Joseph have laughed. In tunnels. God. Sorry, this episode's a long one, but I'm enraptured right now, and I don't feel like I should cut it. Abandoned by your collaborators, your confidants, your companions, the only two among your colleagues with whom you've ever trusted the gift of your friendship. Pretty thick. Sounds like Beardo had his heart broken. You wander the tunnels alone, dragging along the components of your unrealized masterpiece, combing the underground passages for a new site to which to realize your vision. Sounds like a genius. God, my computer voice and my Junebug voice are the same. Fuck. Oh well. How do you mean? Yeah. Vanity. Ain't it the truth? My Aunt Remedio, before she got into the whole ethnomusicography thing, she was a painter, mostly nudes in oil. She had this model, I'll never forget him. Big, classically physical guy, looked like he was about to storm Troy. He made everyone call him the Colonel. Now that's a douchebag. Weaver and I saw this guy naked a lot. You couldn't help it. He was always posing somewhere in the house, chasing the light from room to room, while Aunt Remedios made a sketch of his profile or worked on the right mix of pigments for his abdomen. The Colonel had this magnificent hair, long black hair, that ran down just to the bottom of his shoulder blades. One evening, he was standing next to an open window in the back of the house. The sun was setting. Early spring, I think. It was kind of windy. Aunt Remedios was trying to get his hair right. She kept arranging it like half in front and half behind, running over his shoulder and laying across his chest in this very specific way. But it itched him or something, and he'd do this weird, indignant shuffle thing. Or the wind from the open window would push it around, or he'd start to turn his neck when Weaver and I ran by, and everything would be tangled again. The final product was a swirl of black lines billowing around the top of his neck. Weird thing is, I don't even remember his face now. Just that black swirl. Probably the best one she ever painted. Interesting tangent. Hall of the Mountain King. That's where we are. That's Xanadu. Right? Right? After what may have been years, you stumble out of a tunnel into a cavernous open space. Stalactites adorn the ceilings like grotesques. In the center of the room is an enormous rocky spire. Wait a minute, grotesques? That's what they were talking about inside of the bureaucracy place. This is where you will set up your equipment and establish your legacy. Xanadu. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistance, 0. Realism index, 37%. Romance index, 2%. Mold coverage, 0%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistance to a task, or sleep until tomorrow. Hire. Get you higher. Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. You have hired Rick, who studies library sciences. Hire some more. Uploading job advertisement. No new applicants. Try again later. Okay, assign the assistants to a task. Assign. You may assign research assistants to debugging, transcription, or speculation. Debugging. Assigning available research assistant to debugging. Sleep. Time passes. Rick fixes some weird math with some weirder math. Now is the time to continue your work. Trying to differentiate the voices. Research assistants, 1. Realism index, 47%. Romance index, 2%. Mold coverage, 10%. You may hire... What is going on? This is so weird. Hire a new research assistant. Yeah. Hire. Uploading job applicant. You have hired Roboita, who studies fairy tales. Okay. Assigner. You may assign researchers to bugging, transcription, or speculation. Let's go with transcription. You have 2 research assistants. Assign how many to transcription? 1. Okay, you may assign research debugging, transcription, or speculation. Debugging. Okay. Can I hire any more? Okay, so now I have to sleep. Time passes. Widens tunnel slightly to reduce the need for extra crouch commands. Roberta extensively Greasy black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Now it's time to continue the work. 2. Realism index, 72%. Romance index, 0. Mold coverage, 18%. Guys, I hope this is fun to watch. I'm sorry if it isn't. I mean, I'm trying. This is so weird. Job advertiser. Hired Weaver. Shannon, I feel like you should have more of a reaction to this. Didn't she have something to do with speculation? Let's put 1 on each. Okay. Transcription. I don't really know if it makes a difference when I put them on. Just 1. Just the 1. And then we assign assistants to a new task. And then we'll do debugging. Where am I getting the money to hire new people? Aren't I just sitting in the middle of a cave gathering mold? Where's all my money coming from? Roberta identifies a bug with the oxygen level simulation but is unable to fix it. Weaver carefully transcribes the sounds of dripping water in all their variations over a period of several hours. Rick posits that nature, not reason, is the master of industry. Intruders! The strangers are doing something to the equipment, but you can't make out what. You hide behind a rock until they leave. With trepidation, you emerge from your hiding place hours later. Now is the time to continue your work. I'm not convinced this is getting us any closer to 0. Really? What was your first hint? 3, realism indexed, 77%, romance index. Hey, what up? I got my romance on. And I got no mold. Ugh, how long do I have to keep doing this? It's a new option. Okay. I want to keep playing! Yeah. Are you sure you want to quit? That was a rhetorical question. Exit? But you aren't in anything at the moment. Eat the lamp! Eat the lamp! Don't be ridiculous. Wait indefinitely. Time passes. One of them, the mathematician named Weaver, follows the strangers into the tunnel. She doesn't return, but neither do they. Years pass. Mold acclimates. You and the remaining research assistants take to burning disused equipment in the center of the room. The black mold is intensely flammable and makes an excellent catalyst. It leaves behind a sweet narcotic perfume. One night you have visitors, outsiders, different ones, but then later that night, an old friend. You really did go deeper into the caves. Premature end of file. Press any key to quit. Huh. Huh is right. Okay. Wow. I think this episode's gone nearly 42 minutes now. I think I might cut it in half because that was long. Maybe I'll see if I can work my editing magic in there. But okay, guys, I'm gonna cut it here. So, what the hell just happened? I'm so confused. That was so weird. All right. So guys, follow me on all of the social networks. Please subscribe to my channel and check out all my other videos. Like, comment, do all that good stuff. I did not expect this from this game. I don't know what's going on. That got kind of tedious near the end there with all the hiring assistants and what have you. But I'm still very invested in this. I want to know what's going to happen next. So, yeah. See you next time for more of this weirdness.